seconds.
Keep switched on when you're inside.
Don't give him nothing now. Right?
Seconds out, round 4.
Second half, heavyweight division. David Price, the 26-year-old from Liverpool, in control, looking good behind the jab and throwing in the body shots. Will he just up the pace here and attempt to get Daniil Peret out of there? Something that Derek Chisora couldn't manage. Chisora, who's challenging for the British heavyweight title tomorrow night at Upton Park against Danny Williams. Good fight that, but he couldn't get rid of Peret.
Still Peret tries to bundle forward.
Decent work right there from Price. Looks like the type who's got all the shots. Was clipped on the chin by Dave Ingleby in his debut, in a moment where his gum shield fell out and he didn't defend himself at all times. Learned a bit of a lesson there and was stopped on occasions in the amateurs, so that's still to be tested at the higher level, but looks the part, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's certainly got the size and got good boxing ability. That's been proven in his amateur career. But he's got the mental strength for the professionals is still to be proven. But so far, everything going well for Price.
Combination from Peret. It's not done yet. Not a huge puncher for a heavyweight, only 6 knockouts on the slate of Daniil Peret. When he steps forward behind that jab, digs the feet in and gets control of the center of the ring, it's really hard for Peret then.
It is, but he needs to do more of that. Price, good right hand. You just want to see him keep throwing the punches, just cumulative punches, and that's what will wear Peret down.
It's been steady so far from Price. Still that jab, the main weapon. I think he's trying to tick off these rounds, Glenn, as well.
Yep. Maybe, you know, just wanting to get rounds under his belt, but I think like all fighters, you know, whenever there's an opponent in there, there's a danger in there. You know, cut eyes, anything that happens. So you need to get rid of fighters like this.
Good left hooks from Price. Pretty despondent that Peret just keeps coming through your best work, but he does. He's that sort.
Well,
that's why he keeps coming back to Britain, and he's used all around Europe, Daniil Peret. Price with the body shots, the jab and the body shots. They're the statistics that have got him totally in control of this.
Okay, big 2 rounds now, step it up, keep him in control at the end of the jab and let everything go. You catch him with a good shot, get back in, okay? 1, 2, come back with the right hand. You know what I'm saying?
Franny Smith.
Mate. Come on, let's show how good you are now.
He's been with David Price for many years.
All these people how good you are. Come on.
Hold it 10 seconds.
Okay, lads,
Dave Colwell as well helps out. Colwell, who's training Ryan Rhodes, who's in action next Friday night. Here's the 5th round. If you need the identification, the Liverpool Red of David Price, looking for his 6th straight win. Been a solid performance so far, not spectacular, but he's winning the rounds against the durable Daniil Peret. Do we need a spark now, a little statement, just to remind the crowd of what he can do power-wise?
Yeah, I think we do. I think, you know, he needs to show, you know, the potential that he's got, and I think a stoppage win would do that. I would just make a little bit of a statement.
Still hurling out his hooks, Daniil Peret. He doesn't care about reputations, who's in front of him. It's just another night's work. I mean, technically, they're so different. Physically, they're poles apart, and yet Peret's still there.
Yeah, well, we know Peret's durable and, you know, a tough character. But he has been stopped. Tyson Fury managed to do it, and, you know, that's the sort of statement that Price needs to make.
He's been stopped 7 times, mainly in the sort of middle rounds. Worn down and mainly again unbeaten prospects. Peret. I just wonder whether the game plan of Price was to look for the 6th round points win or a late stoppage if it came off.
Sheldon, come on, let him go.
You know, we criticise if an opponent comes over and folds, so we can't really criticise Price for what he's doing tonight.
No, he's boxing well, you know, it's good use of the jab, the counter punch has been good, the uppercut. You know, there's nothing wrong with his work. Well, we said at the beginning, Peret's the type that, you know, makes fighters work. He makes fighters look bad. He hasn't managed to do that with Price. Price has dominated behind that jab, throwing some nice punches.
Let his arm go, come on.
Really, you just want to see Price just finish the show in style, and then it'll be a perfect outing for him.
Absolutely, good point, Glenn. He hasn't made Price look bad, not at all. So that's success for the Liverpudlian. Ariel Abamiwo, who lost his unbeaten record to Peret, he was gasping for breath by the end of it. Really tough night's work. I mean, fairly comfortable, this, for David Price.
Good lad.
Tell him what.
Good solid performance, right? Just keep in control, all right? Concentrate last round, full concentration. Keep in control of the contest with the jab.
Doesn't sound like the corner want him going for a knockout at all.
Solid performance.
Solid performance. He's outlanded him almost 4-1. He's done well.
Yeah, nothing wrong with his work at all. Decent jabs, good body shots. The variety's been there. He's put the uppercut in. You know, lots to like about David Price. But very, very tough from Daniil Peret.
Stay in
Bonus
control
10 seconds.
and stay concentrated. All right? Come on, lad.
Seconds out, 6th and last round.
Final round, watching David Price, who beat Tyson Fury, Tom Dallas, Chris Burton and others in a stellar amateur career. Making his way in the pro game. How successful will he be in this form? Heading for a 6th straight win. And he's always been a move or 4 ahead of Daniil Peret. Never looked like getting the knockout win.
He's took some good shots, Peret. Big right hand in, an uppercut landing. And that cushion he carries around the midriff manages to withstand some big thumping right hands. So he's obviously got that for a purpose.
Does just soak it up, doesn't he? Saw the body shot statistic a couple of rounds ago. Gum shield out of Daniil Peret. A momentary respite.
Come on, foot.
He wants just to get on with it. Terrific character, isn't he?
He is a character. And he always gives, you know, he always gives his best, doesn't he? You know, he really tries. And it's good to see that. A lot of the opponents come and fold, you know, and he never does. You know, if he can get the win, he'll get it.
Nice guy out of the ring too. He went to console Ariel Abamiwo backstage after he beat him to say, it's all right, you know, we all lose. It's how you come back from it. David Price does not look like he's going to lose this. His unbeaten record will continue, barring any disastrous late attacks. I guess it's been a little flat from Price. It's lacked the drama, but he's got the job solidly and sensibly done.
Well, I think, you know, at times in your career you get opponents where you've just got to do that. You know, you're not going to get the spectacular win all the time, and sometimes you just got to have a good workmanlike performance and do the job well, and that's what he's done here.
He's shown decent variety. Price, he does stand tall. Just might be getting a little harder towards the end because he's worked at a thorough pace. Last 15 seconds. Still putting in the body shots, trying to back Peret up. As tough as old boots, Daniil Peret. And he's going to see this one out. 6 out of 6 to David Price, a good night's work. He remains unbeaten, he won every session. He was in total control, and I think most importantly, Glenn, he got the rounds in at a stage where he needed to.
Yeah, he needs that. He needs to feel what it's like to go 6 rounds at a decent pace, and then, you know, he can improve on that. All that was missing there was the big finish. You know, I would have liked to have seen him stand over Peret and just keep throwing and throwing and throwing until Peret either slackened or the referee had seen enough. But he didn't do that, but a good workmanlike performance.
Plenty to like about David Price, one of the many heavyweight talents we've got coming through in this buzzing domestic division.
Pricey 6 rounds and a good performance.
Yeah, really happy with the performance. Enjoyed every minute of it. So yeah, good way to win tonight. Box the right fight.
Did you feel like boxing the right fight? You went a little bit more back to amateurs, where you had a chance to show something, and then, you know, you backed off a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think with this fella, if you're going to try and start blasting him out, you've got to be certain he's it. And there was times when I thought I did, you know, buzz him, but he was all right within a split second, so I didn't really think it was the time to capitalise. But that's something I'm going to learn as I go on, you know, when I hear people to get on them and sustain attacks more and whatever. But yeah, I'm happy with that tonight. I done with what I had to do, and thought technically it was a nice performance.
Did you think that a lot of that performance came down to the good sparring you had in the build-up to this one as well?
Yeah, definitely. Going into the fight, it gave me, you know, a relaxed feeling to know that the sparring I've been doing, this fella ain't going to be as good as the lads have been sparring. So, you know, I was relaxed going in, and I think that helped me performance. And
6 rounds as well. That's you're not really the beginner no more. That's another fight in the bag, and now you've done the 6 rounds, so you must be over the moon.
Yeah, I knew I had the 6 rounds in the bag, but it's all right saying it, but doing it's different. But don't get me wrong, we're in a hectic pace, but you know, I threw enough punches, I think, for heavyweight in that 6 rounds to say it was an all right pace. So yeah, I'm happy I got the 6 rounds in the bag. I know I can do it. Different type of opponents, you know, different shape of opponent for me. I had to try different things, but it's good. It's all learning for me, which is what I need. I need to keep learning.